Hey guys, what is going on? Payne here once again, and thanks for joining me for another episode of my Manchester United career on FIFA 14. In this video, we have a lot to get through once again, and we're kicking things off with the semi-final of the FA Cup to be played at Wembley against Fulham. And hopefully when that full-time whistle was blown by the referee, United would be returning to Wembley come the end of the season. Here was my starting 11. We've got the likes of De Gea in goal, Phil Jones, Smalling, Evans, Baines, Fellaini, cleverly Januzaj starts on the right, and Welbeck and Kagawa slipping in just behind Hernandez. I did decide to go for a weaker side, if you want to call it that, for this game against Fulham, simply because we've got a massive fixture in the Premier League next. It's Liverpool versus United at Old Trafford. It's top versus second position, and we need those 3 points if we wanted to continue putting pressure on Liverpool all the way to the very last fixture of the season. So the likes of Van Persie and Rooney were left out of this game, and also Ashley Young and Nani, bringing in Welbeck, just using them up as well, and I'm sure they wanted to be a part of this fixture, the semi-final of the FA Cup. It was looking promising for Manchester United in the first half, half an hour or so of the game, just passing the ball around, trying to grind Fulham down and trying to grab the first goal of the game for Manchester United. In the second half, it wasn't working out for Man United side. It always seems like this in real life as well. United seem to have one good half and then they have a really poor second half, or the other way around. And that's exactly what happened in this fixture in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. It was annoying, and I expected better, but some would say that it's probably because I played a less experienced side than normal. But to be fair to Fulham, they were putting in a great performance in this game, probably the best form that they've been in so far in this season. I mean, they're not doing the best in the Premier League, but when it came to the FA Cup, they want to get through. This is their opportunity to go through to the final and maybe even lift that silverware, and even make a statement against Manchester United. Ruiz for Fulham, he was through on goal. Nice bit of skill there, skipping past my defenders, and he slotted that one past De Gea on the 90th minute, making it 1-0 to Fulham. Fair play. They were gunning for it all through the game, and they eventually broke through the defence after some poor dodgy defending once again from myself. I come with a sliding tackle, screw it, and Ruiz puts United out of the misery. 1-0 was the full-time score. Fulham go through to the final. Manchester United are out of the FA Cup. It hasn't been the best of seasons in competitions for Manchester United this year, but we're just going to have to push on and focus on our next fixture, the big one against Liverpool. Januzaj, after that game, came to me, wanted to thank me for the decent playing time that he's been getting for Manchester United. There is the league table. Before we kick off against Liverpool, we find ourselves 5 points behind Liverpool, and there's only 5 games remaining of the season. Will Manchester United be able to pull it off? You guys are just going to have to stay tuned to find out. But here we go. It was a good job. It was to be played at Old Trafford. Take me home, United Road. And both sides had their best teams out on that pitch for this one. As you've already seen, Vidal was starting this game for Manchester United. We've got the likes of De Gea, Rafael, Ferdinand, Vidic, Baines starts instead of Evra, Carrick, Vidal, Nani, Ashley Young, and of course Wayne Rooney and Robin Van Persie for Manchester United strike force. And here was Liverpool's start 11. Mignolet in goal, Johnson, Skirtle, Ago, Enrique, Gerard Leva, I think that's how you pronounce it, Moses, Sterling, Coutinho and Sturridge. Of course, Suarez was sold in the January transfer window, so the SES won't be starting this one. Just Sturridge up front for Liverpool. And kicking off this game early on, Michael Carrick with a great chance against Mignolet, but he came out pushing that one pass for a corner kick. As you probably saw, I was trying to go for the little cheeky chip there, but it didn't work out. Rooney with another opportunity for United, looking for Van Persie, looking to open up the scoring early on in this game. Rafael comes in, very tight angle, never going to score from there. Sturridge, we all know that he has mighty pace on these FIFA games. And Moses then passed that one down the line to Johnson, who was going to cross that one in all day long, picking out the head of Sturridge. Wasn't even picked up. 1-0 to Liverpool at Old Trafford, 34th minute. And if they was to pick up this win, if they was to hold on to that 1-0 win, it would just give the team a huge boost, all the confidence in the world to go on and steal that Premier League trophy off Manchester United and take it back to Anfield. But United, we weren't just going to sit back and let that happen, let Liverpool walk away from Old Trafford with 3 points. Michael Carrick down the wing, swinging that one in, looking for the head of Van Persie, who was just unable to get ahead to that one. In the second half, Liverpool was still 1 goal up against United at Old Trafford. Leighton Baines was through, but Liverpool just on top of their defending. A loose ball fell to the feet of Ashley Young, and he smacked that one past Mignolet, making it 1-1 to United just before the hour mark. United were back in this game. It was still everything to play for both sides, United and Liverpool. What would happen as we get closer and closer to that full-time whistle? The whole of England were watching. You could just imagine it, can't you? A game at this stature, United versus Liverpool. Ashley Young picked out there. I just went for it, and the ball went in the back of the net, putting that one past Mignolet on the half volley from Ashley Young, who's on fire in this game, getting his second goal of the game, 70th minute in. What a great goal. I was not expecting that one to go past Mignolet. I thought he was just going to go out for a goal kick. He's picked out perfectly there, and I just went for it. Screw it. We was getting closer and closer to that full-time score. We've got to take a look at that again. Great vision from Wayne Rooney. Ashley Young taking that one down. Great first touch. Keeping that ball in his possession and just smacking that on the half volley past Mignolet. United were 2-1 up against Liverpool. Liverpool were looking worried. Their nerves were jangled. They wanted to get back into this game, maybe even get a point from it now at Old Trafford. There was the full-time score. Manchester United beat Liverpool 2-1. Grabbed those 3 points, which finds United just 2 points behind Liverpool now. It's all to play for, and this season is just hotting up for Manchester United. Will we be able to walk away with the Premier League this season after such a poor start to the season? We've managed to turn it around just nicely, and we're up there in the top flight with Liverpool, and it's going to be such a massive battle come the end of the season. As you can see there with the manager, the jacket is off. We mean business. This is the final sprint now. And there is the league table. Manchester United 2 points behind Liverpool with just 4 games remaining of the season. We got one more game in this video. Guys, you're just going to have to stay tuned for the next one, which will be the final video of the season. My first season back at Manchester United on FIFA 14. Our next fixture is to be played back at Old Trafford against Norwich in the Premier League. We needed to pick up all 3 points if we want to continue putting pressure on Liverpool. And guys, whilst I think about it, I know a lot of you have been saying in the comments section below on previous videos that I should do an awards show, like ceremony thing at the end of the season. Well, you know what? I'm going to do that for the final video, which will be the one after this. You know what? I'm looking forward to actually picking the categories, or categories if you're American, and just picking the winners as well and going through all the highlights of the season, because it's been pretty decent. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have too. And speaking of awards, Norwich were rewarded with a penalty in this fixture in the Premier League at Old Trafford. Not the start I wanted in this game. Luis Fabiano stepped up for Norwich. One-on-one with De Gea. Would he put it past him? He did. Top right corner just before half-time for Norwich. Put them 1-0 up. I didn't want to look at the replay. I wanted to get on with this game and see what we could produce. Maybe just get back into it. I've done it so many times this season already. Getting back into the game just before half-time. He was looking likely as well. Seeing Phil Jones there run down the wing. Skip past Olsen there and swing it across. And found the head of Danny Welbeck, the Fresh Prince of Manchester, knocking that one past Al Habsi, making it 1-1 before half-time. What did I say? Managed to do it once again against Norwich. So it's 1-1 at half-time in the second half. Olsen was struggling a bit to defend the ball. Valencia putting him under so much pressure and eventually stole the ball off him. Swung it across, looking for Vidal, and he put Manchester United into the lead for the first time in this game. 2-1, 51st minute, and Vidal was flying then. He was full of confidence. He's in excellent form, and this is just what we need from someone like Vidal come the end of the season. Elmander made it 2-2 with a nice half volley, almost an overhead kick there past De Gea. I was very disappointed with De Gea in this one. He's put in so many great performances this season against the big teams like FC Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid, and now this has happened. He's let 2 goals in from Norwich. So it's 2-2, and I was kind of worrying here because Liverpool, I'm sure, were going to pick up the win in their fixture in the Premier League, so that would mean we'd only be picking up a point at Old Trafford if we didn't sort it out. But Zaha, after coming on as a substitution, made it 3-2 to Manchester United in the 70th minute. What a great game this was turning out to be against Norwich. I just had to be careful now and just maybe even go for another goal and put United 2 goals ahead of Norwich. Kagawa swung it across, and that's exactly what happened. He picked out Hernandez with a diving header, and he made it 4-2 to United, 74th minute. What a way to round off the game. Picking up all 3 points against Norwich at OT, once again putting more pressure on Liverpool. That was the final score, 4-2 to Manchester United. And that, guys, unfortunately, is the end of this video. I do hope that you've all enjoyed it. If you haven't done already, please hit that subscribe button. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. The links are in the description below. Will Manchester United be able to lift the Premier League trophy come the end of the season? I'll see you all in the last video of the season.